Hello, everyone, and today we're talking about the Batman movie and why people think it will fail. So, recently, the rating for this movie was released, and I saw that it was gaining controversy online. And to me, I thought, okay, this must be like a review. When I saw ratings and Rotten Tomato scores, but no, this is actually just the film guide or whatever rating. To go see the movie, like RPG 13. I was like, okay, that's just kind of stupid. People are mad because this movie is not R-rated. My problem isn't so much that; it's the fact that people actually thought this would be an R-rated movie. I mean, it's Batman. It's going to be PG-13. It's getting Funko Pops, a kid's toy line from Spin Master. They're making Hot Wheels about it. This was always going to be a PG-13 movie, and regardless, it's Batman. It's going to be PG-13. The problem I'm getting, though, is as good as this movie looks from the trailers, and we haven't seen it yet, but the trailers just look so amazing for this movie. People are saying that this movie is going to be awful just for the sole purpose of it's not an R-rated movie. And that's really annoying me because movies don't have to be R-rated to be good. They need good storytelling, writing, directing, casting. They need all these little components that form into one big thing and make the perfect movie. I mean, you can have an R-rated movie and it can be awful, i.e. Birds of Prey. I mean, that movie is just trash. But, you have some R-rated movies that are good. There are a few, there's probably a lot. I don't know. But anyways, there's good movies and there's bad movies. It's not based on their rating. It's based on how they make them and what they put into them. And I think they're definitely putting a lot of care into this Batman movie. It looks good from the trailers, like I said, and I'm excited to see this film. But if you're wondering why it's not R-rated, if you're one of the people who are surprised by that, basic reason is that R-rated movies just don't make as much money, and they want to do a toy line for this film, and Spin Master's already done that. I've seen a lot of people say that Batman isn't for kids, but the truth of the matter is Batman is for everyone. And while it's true this movie does look darker than the previous films, we've still had dark Batman movies. We've had plenty of them, like The Dark Knight, and that movie pushed the boundaries of PG-13. And sometimes that's why I like it when they do movies like Batman and Venom as PG-13 movies, because it really forces the filmmaker to actually get out there and be creative and how far they can possibly go in that kind of limit. So either way, I'm excited for this movie. I think it looks great, and I think that I think they can do it. I think they can make this movie work. And I think some people are afraid that'll end up being like an MCU movie if it's PG-13, but I mean, I think that's kind of a stupid argument considering that this is the Batman and the way this movie's looking from its tone and trailer. I mean, this just really looks like a dark action film. I think I've seen two trailers, or I don't know how many trailers I've seen for how many they made, but I think there's only like one joke in one trailer where it's kind of like Catwoman's cats. And I personally, I don't mind that, but I'm just saying, I think that it's pretty clear that you can tell the tone of this movie is going to be a lot different than MCU PG-13 movies. And regardless, like I mentioned with The Dark Knight, there's other films out there too that are PG-13 that are good. These movies are not bad or good simply based on their rating. And like I said, I'm really excited to see what they do with this one, and let's all just try giving it a chance.